Hello everyone. One of the most basic indicators to use as a beginner trader is Bollinger Bands. Today we'll be talking about Bollinger Bands and using MetaTrader. Usually I use TradingView, but you can also find Bollinger Bands on TradingView. So I'm going to be doing a lecture for beginner traders on Bollinger Bands. And I hope you do understand it. And this is MT4 or MT5, MT4, MT5, more or less the same. So what I want to do is I want to put on the Bollinger Bands on the screens. These technical indicators are generally found for free on platforms like MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5, and also on TradingView. They are used Forex, they are used on crypto, and also on the stock market. Okay. So today I'll be showing you the basics of the Bollinger Bands and how traders take advantage of the Bollinger Bands. We're going to do theory and technical. But first, here on the MT4, when I'm looking for Bollinger Bands, go insert indicator. Come this way, you say under trends, then you find the Bollinger Bands. You might find some Bollinger Bands with subtitles, but for this content, I'm making the most basic Bollinger Bands. There are different types of Bollinger Bands that are added onto the general one. So I just want to make it a bit thick, color green. Okay, you can make lines even thicker if you want to. I just want to make it a bit thick so that they are visible. It's okay, there we go. Okay, this chart is green. Let me just change the color, properties, so that you can come this way, and then you say click here, please make it yellow. Find yellow. Yes, yellow will do good. Or should I go with the red rather? Okay. So these are the Bollinger Bands. They measure the volatility, but let's go to the theory for all the beginners. We're doing it ABC style so that you understand some of the basic indicators that you can find on any trading platform for crypto, Forex, and the stock market. MT4, MT5, TradingView. You'll find this indicator is quite one of the most common indicators out there that you can rely on. This is the theory part. So you might see that on the chart it has 3 lines. Don't be confused. 3 lines, 2 lines, more or less the same thing. Okay. So I want to explain to you what Bollinger Bands actually do and the notes, the theory that I'm going to be reading to you is the most basic explanation. Common chart indicators, it's a common chart indicator. Anyone can use this and learn this, and you can master it and take it further to the next level if you see this indicator working out for you. If you think this indicator is profitable for you, there are traders, professional traders, by the way, who see this indicator quite profitable for them. Bollinger Bands are used to measure market volatility. Basically, this little tool tells us whether the market is quiet or whether the market is loud. We all want a loud market. Quiet markets are not volatile. You make little profits. Loud market, there is a great potential of great profits and losses as well. When the market is quiet, the bands contract. What they mean, contract, they come together like in this phase. This is a contraction. So here you can say the market is quiet. Then it goes on to say, and when the market is loud, the bands expand. Notice on the chart below. Okay, now when the market is loud, then the bands go on and they expand. And as you can see also on the MT4, you can see that the bands are quite expanded, which I will go back into. Okay, now you also have a theory or a strategy called Bollinger Bands, not a theory. It's a strategy that you can employ when you are using Bollinger Bands. One thing you should know about Bollinger Bands is that the price tends to return to the middle of the bands. Okay? Price tends to go right back in the middle of the band. That is the whole idea behind Bollinger Bands. If this is the case, then by looking at the chart below, you can tell us where the price might go next. So then in this section here, so you can try and determine where the market, this is the bounce, by the way, telling you about the bounce. So what you must know about Bollinger Bands, you will never see candlesticks outside the Bollinger Bands. You will never see candlesticks go beyond this level of the Bollinger Bands. Or it's sort of like acts as support and resistance level. You need support, resistance level. So if you set down, then you are correct. As you can see, the price settled back down towards the middle area of the band. So the price always, when they hit on the line, on the very line, on the edge of the line of the band, the price will tend to come back to the middle. Whether even on this side as well, you can see the price was down and then it hits the band. This is the bounce, it bounced right back up. Then it bounced off also that side. Traders make use of these strategies. They see that the market is resisting and the market is supported at some point, whether it's on the downtrend and uptrend. What you just saw was a classic Bollinger bounce. As you can see here, you can see that the frame just continues to this level. After it hit up there, then it comes down. In theory, okay, this is theory, pure theory. This shows that some traders keep these records because they are common for traders. Traders take advantage of such strategies. Very important for beginners to learn simple strategies using indicators like Bollinger Bands. You can see that the trend bounced back down here at this point. Okay, so the reason these bounces occur is because Bollinger Bands act like mini support and resistance levels. Support and resistance levels are usually done using trend lines on the charts, like right here. I can use trend lines. Just for example, to say this is my resistance level for the chart. Then you have a support level right here on the chart. Okay, just to make an example, okay, I can even change the colors of these support and resistance lines so that you can see what I'm speaking about. Okay, just to show you support and resistance lines. Okay, right, you can see that it's blue. Change the color as well. Go right close to it. Horizontal properties, make the same color again. Now remember, guys, if you want to get hold of the trading view, not trading views, MetaTrader is for free. Go to your Google browser and download MT4, MT5. I think now the MetaTrader community supports a lot in MT5. You'll find basically MT5. The era of MT4 sort of left. The era of MT4 is gone. Now it's MT5 mainly when you are using the charts. So these are the support and resistance levels by tradition, okay? But now Bollinger Bands also exercise the same function as support and resistance. You can see here that Bollinger bounce here on this chart already happening. You can see that the market resisted. It went so high that even went beyond the Bollinger lines, okay, on the bands, which is quite very high. Okay, when you see the candlestick way out here, that means that is just the market going crazy up, and which means it's gonna bounce back heavy down with this downtrend. Now on that point, you would place a sell order. Here you would be ripping all the profits, all of the profits. That's the main idea of Bollinger Bounce. It works very well, but you need to practice it and you need to have experience for it. You can see the market is loud by seeing the Bollinger Bands are widening up and they are spreading. And of course, if the market is quiet, you'll see that they will be contrasting at some point. But as you can see, US dollar JPY is very volatile. and it's very loud market. You never see contrasting bands like we see on the PDF. So that's the basics of the Bollinger Bands. Okay, you just go up here, say insert, then set say indicator. Indicator come here to trends, Bollinger Bands. Plug it in and see what you can do with it. If you have your MT4, use demo account to test some of these strategies. You can see here that's a Bollinger bounce and the market came down quite very strong. Okay, now that is the Bollinger Bands. This is for beginners. Please do subscribe. Please do click that like button. Until next time, thank you very much. I hope you understood what a Bollinger Bands, very powerful indicator to use, especially for beginners. Thank you.